The army could be called in now to help in the war against coronavirus. Let's go to our political reporter, Annalise Nielsen. Annalise, you've got some of the details on these plans, and Reserve Defence Force members have been contacted to indicate their availability.
That's the really interesting part, Kieran, because we know that the government had touted the possibility of calling in the Defence Force, and there was reporting today that that was likely to go ahead, that they were being sounded out as well. But what's interesting is we have seen that a warning order for mobilisation has been sent to all Australian Army reservists. What's really interesting with this is that this is Army Reserve-wide. So that means there's battalions being called up that weren't called up during the bushfires. And we remember at the time that was a record call-up. And so this does show how seriously the coronavirus pandemic is being taken. We understand that Reserve Defence Force members have been today contacted by their chain of command to indicate their availability. As you'd expect, there have been some exceptions. If people are employed in emergency services or working in the health sector, they'll be excluded, but it's very much being put forward as everybody is needed. Some of the scenarios that have been put to me that reservists might be able to help with is things like securing supply chains, which is really critical. We've seen so much panic buying and limited resources around in key areas. Also could be used to enforce public law and order. There have been questions about how the government's going to enforce these self-isolation periods and quarantine periods. We've seen Victorian police reporters on the ground there had vision of them going around and checking people have been complying, but this is something potentially the reservists could be used for as well.